All right, welcome back to the Meet Us in the Ring podcast. Maddie, how are you doing today?
Oh, I forgot to tweet about this. Hold on. What's going on, everybody? How are we all doing today?
Well, how are you doing?
Oh man, I'm so sick of this heat. I'm so tired. Like I just want to not sweat for once in my life.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all can see, but I'm glistening right now.
What's the temperature where you are? Because I'm gonna check for me.
I
We'll do a
actually have,
comparison.
I have no idea.
It's 93 for me right now.
Oh, it's definitely not that hot here, but like the
Oh.
humidity makes it worse. Hello, where's my weather
Twitter.
app?
There we go. What's up, Cap? What up, Trey? What up, Matt?
It's 80. It's 81 here.
What?
Girl, the humidity. Okay.
It's humid here too.
In DC. Come on.
Yes, I swear to God. I've never I used to live in Pennsylvania, so I was much more north. So now I'm experiencing something I've never experienced before, and I don't like it. What's up, Eric? I don't like it.
Hey Matt, hey Trey, hey Cap, hey Eric, how are y'all doing? We have a lot to talk about today. This was a good week in women's wrestling specifically.
Yes,
it was a good ass week, and we
Mm.
are gonna read your guys' hot takes today. So if you submitted some, they might be in this video. We couldn't do all of them because there was a lot. Thank you guys so much for that. So Maddie had to narrow it down, but
Yeah.
if you see yours, let us know. Make sure to tweet it. Make sure to share it wherever. Make sure to follow Meet Us in the Ring everywhere if you aren't already. We're almost to 600 subscribers.
That's insane.
We literally just got to 500. What, like last month?
Yeah, it was not that long ago. That is real. Thank you guys so much. That's really crazy.
That's actually insane.
I'm so happy though.
I know. It's like
I think what if we're at 1,000 by WrestleMania?
And then our in-person episode is like our 1,000 celebration.
That's gonna bang. Make that happen, guys. Make that happen, because that's gonna bang.
Share with all your friends. Get us to 1,000 subs by WrestleMania. Thank you.
Yes.
So, what do you want to talk about first? Oh, I sounded like Cody. What do we want to talk about?
What do we want to talk about? Mariah freaking May.
That video of her beating Toni Storm in the face and her bleeding.
Wait, really quick. This is our 70th episode.
Thank you. Crazy. Thank you so much, Kat.
Thank you for pointing that out, Kat. Love you, boo. We all knew that Mariah and Toni were gonna probably break up at some point, but the way they did it was phenomenal. It was beautiful. I didn't my God. And also Mariah won the Owen Hart tournament.
Yeah, that honestly I was really surprised about.
Really?
Well, just because I feel like there was a lot of valid choices. And
yeah,
I would have liked to see Willow win that, but it's okay.
Didn't she win last year?
Oh, did she? Yeah. I don't know. I didn't see it last year.
She won last year, yeah.
Oh, okay, then Slay. Never mind.
Yeah, but she was in the finals again this year, which was cool.
Deserved.
Yes. Great match. I love Mariah. Luther got poor Luther, my man. He liked my Instagram post, so we stan. My man got put through a table, and God bless him. But Toni was so heartbroken. She's like, Mariah.
Like they just had a throuple situation, and now she turned on her.
Great. Man, that was insane. It was brutal, and I really liked that. I'm excited to see, because I've met Mariah May, and when I tell you guys, when I met her, there was at WrestleCon this year, there was nobody in line for her. Nobody. She's just sitting at her I know. She was sitting at her table on her phone. I was so nervous. I went up and I basically start crying. And she was genuinely surprised that someone was so excited to meet her. So the fact that now she's blowing up and she's got her women's world title match, it just brings such joy to my heart, because she was so sweet. And she gave me, because at WrestleCon, I got an autograph and a picture. Where's the autograph? You can see Mariah is right here.
Aww.
Amen. I got an autograph and a picture, and because she loved me so much, she gave it to me for free, so I didn't have to pay anything. So slay, Mariah May.
We love her. Then we stand.
Yes, and I think that Toni Storm's reign. Her days as champion are numbered.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. What a phenomenal run by Toni Storm this has
Yeah,
been.
she was carrying AEW on her back.
Like, I know some people were tired of the character. I personally am not. I love it. I think it's so funny. But I think it's time for her to drop the title.
It's definitely a unique character, and I think it brought eyeballs to the product for sure.
Yes. So good. That turn was crazy.
Yeah. But someone else who is killing it right now is Mia Yim. If you guys are not watching Mia Yim on NXT, she is helping that division so much. It's like actually insane. And she's so incredible. And like, I already knew that, but she doesn't get to show it that much on the main roster. When she goes down to NXT, she bangs.
Like, she had a good pop on SmackDown. Got a good pop.
I know, because people saw her match with Jada. What? Oh, girl, what are you about to say?
Why did she lose?
Oh, I mean, well, because she's there to put stars over. You know what?
But Mia's never really been put over, so why does she have to put over other people?
Also valid. Also valid.
And I'm sorry, but Jada's nowhere near as good as Mia is in the ring, which is fine. She's still in NXT, she's still new, it's fine. But like her lose, shut up. No, I did not like that. That was annoying. I was upset. And I tweeted about it, and then a bunch of people are like, no, Maddie, like, Jada did. And I'm like, shut up. I got feisty, because I just want my girl Mia Yim to have a Mia win for once.
Yeah. I mean, she had a good match with Nia. Obviously, you know, we know how that went. But she is so good, and she's killing it. And I hope... I tweeted this from the Meet Us in the Ring X account, but you guys know how I feel about Shawn Michaels. But thank you, sir, for letting Mia Yim cook, because she needed to. She needed to show everybody what she's about.
Yeah, she's so good, underrated. So hearing that pop for her this Friday,
and she's like,
it made my heart happy.
Yeah, for sure. And I hope there's more of that to come for her, and I hope she gets put in more spots. And I mean, there's rumors about some new women's US and IC titles, so I would be perfectly okay with Mia Yim holding one of those titles. How do you feel about these potential new titles?
Look, they've been talking about this for a while, but now it seems like they're finally, like, maybe they're actually gonna do it. And I'm so excited. Chelsea Green. Like, we have so many amazing women. Chelsea Green, Shayna Baszler, Mia Yim. Like, all these amazing women that could really hold these titles, help elevate the division. I'm really hoping they pull the plug and they do it, because I want to see it so bad.
Pull the plug?
Or pull the trigger. I'm sorry.
I was like, hello?
My bad.
We know sayings.
Yeah, Dakota Kai.
Yeah, there's so many valid choices. I think for me, the first two that I would like to see is Chelsea Green for sure. I think she should have the IC title. And then I would love to see either Zelina Vega or Mia Yim with the US title. I think that would just all slay.
I agree with Chelsea Green. For the other one, I would love either Mia Yim or Dakota Kai. Well, I've become a pretty big Dakota Kai fan recently.
Wow.
I was not on the Dakota Kai train whatsoever, but lately the girl has won me over. What can I say?
I love her drive. Like,
yes.
Here's the thing. Like, I've never been a big Dakota Kai fan, but it's like nothing against her. It's just she never really grabbed my attention.
Sure.
And now she is. And she's pursuing that attention. She's taking that attention because it wasn't being given to her. So now she's taking it.
Yeah.
And she's streaming. She's online. Like, give me an opportunity. She is showing what she can do in the ring by herself without damage control. And I think it's time for her to separate from them and be a single star.
Damage flop needs to go away.
Anthony, this is also valid.
Oh yeah, why we forgot about Naomi?
Oh my gosh, I would want her to have the US title for sure.
Yeah, but I also want to see Naomi be like a world champion too. So
I mean, yeah, like, obviously.
You know.
I mean, yeah, but if they're not going to give her that opportunity right now, then I would love for her to hold a mid card title.
Yeah.
I mean, we already have an NXT women's mid card title.
Yeah.
It's like we need
Kalani
ones for the main roster.
Absolutely. They need Blair Davenport would also be great. Yeah. Can we talk about Stephanie Becker?
Well, really quick before we do that. Hot take for Blair Davenport.
Don't miss me.
Maddie, her match with Naomi was not good. Everything she did just looked half-ass.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch it.
Oh, okay. Well, when she would like be thrown into the turnbuckle, like they wouldn't move at all because she would like barely run into it. Like everything, like all of her selling just looked like she didn't want to be there. And I don't know, maybe she was having a bad day. Like maybe, you know, there was other factors. Maybe she wasn't feeling good. I don't know. But
everything her first match on SmackDown
that I've seen, but I don't watch SmackDown live. I watch it on Hulu, so I don't see the full show. So she could have had a match already, but yeah, that match was just, it was not good. Which sucks. Was unfortunate. Yeah.
Yeah, that does suck because from what I've seen from Blair in NXT, she's really good. She's pretty good. Like, I'm not saying she won a... Oh, God. I did see...
Zero pop.
I did see that entrance. Oh. That was bad.
Yeah.
That was really bad.
I felt bad for her.
I did. I do like her a lot, and I hope that, I don't know, maybe things will work out for her, but yeah. I got nervous seeing that.
It's just, it's hard. Like, I don't want to compare her to Lyra, but they got drafted at the same time, and you can see the clear difference between, number one, how they're being booked, and number two, their ability in the ring.
Yeah.
Because Lyra is getting opportunities with Queen of the Ring, Money in the Bank. Like, she is on Raw every week, and Blair is not getting that kind of... I mean, she got a qualifying match for Money in the Bank, but she didn't win. And so, and Lyra won her match. Lyra won her match for Queen of the Ring. Like,
she's in the finals,
yeah. So you can see the clear difference, even though they were both drafted to the main roster at the same time.
Yeah.
So that's kind of hard. But we can move on to Miss Stephanie.
Oh my God! I'm so excited.
Dish.
But you know what was crazy to me, and like she kind of burned those bridges because she was champion. She was a double champion, and she was just like, I don't even want to be on the next show to drop my title. Like, I'm out. I'm not doing it. And she pulled the plug like 5 days before the show.
Wow.
Kind of crazy, but there's some like, and I'm not going to pretend I'm super educated on the situation because I'm not. But
I'm not either.
Yeah, there's some kind of situation with her ex-boyfriend tried to harm her severely, and the company she's working for were like supporting him or something. So if that's the case, then I don't blame her for giving the finger and just being like, bye. But she had her match with Mercedes. She did not win. She outshined the hell out of Mercedes. So I'm really excited. She wrestled Isla Dawn at the WWE Super Show in Mexico City and won. So I just pray that they know. Triple H, I pray you know what you're doing because she is so good, so in her bag that you cannot afford to mess her up. You just can't.
I'm gonna have to like go back and watch some of her matches because I don't know a lot about her. Like, this was the first time I had even heard about her, like when all this stuff was coming up on X. And so yeah, so I'm definitely gonna have to go back and watch some of her matches because I'm intrigued.
Yeah. She's so good. Like, I watched her match with Mercedes live, and I've seen a few of Stephanie's matches before. But I was like, Mercedes, you are being carried right now. Like, this is a rare occurrence of time where Mercedes Moné is being carried. Great match, and I'm just so excited for her. But again, she is, now that she's in WWE, she's already one of the best female wrestlers in WWE. So we need to keep that energy and make sure she's getting what she deserves. I know she's going to NXT because she said, NXT, I'll see you soon. I'm excited about that. Still waiting for Julia to go over there. So Triple H signed Delta? Are you kidding me?
Who's that?
Delta is another Australian. Oh my God, I didn't know that. Triple H in his bag. We got Julia, we got Stephanie Becker, and we got
Papa Trips is cooking for the women's division right now, and I appreciate it.
But let's hope that he knows what he's doing with booking them.
True. How do you feel about Tiffany calling out Bayley, Liv, and Roxanne? I don't. Why would she go for an NXT title?
I thought that was interesting, and I think that fits for Tiffany of all people, because her, and I still stand behind this, her losing the title to Becky was absolute bullshit. She should not have. Becky should have just put her over from the beginning and lost. And then she never found her way back to the title, and then just ended up going to the main roster. So it's interesting. I would like to maybe see. I like that she was hitting at that, like, oh, you know, this is a title that I lost. Maybe I'd want it back. And there's no reason for her to cash in on Liv, because she's got the whole thing with Rhea.
Yeah.
And Bayley is a good choice, unfortunately, just because they're not booking Bayley well at all. I don't know. But Roxanne is, I hate to say it, I think she's the best female champion in WWE right now. I really do.
Right now. Okay.
Right now. She's just so good. Every match she has, she improves. So I wouldn't be mad, but I would love to see. I think Tiffany's going to cash in on Bayley, because I really want to see Roxanne versus Julia, or Roxanne versus Stephanie Becker, which we're probably going to end up seeing. So I don't know.
Well,
but I'm not mad about it.
I think she's going to cash in on Nia if Nia wins the title.
Yes. Yeah.
But does she fail? That's the question.
I don't think so.
Does she be the first? They keep saying it. Oh, still 100%. Yeah. Oh, could she be the first one? But then I loved Roxanne's like clap back on X. She was like, "Come for my title, girl, please."
Yeah,
like nobody's taking my title.
Roxanne loves that championship. My goodness. Yeah. I don't know. She could be, but I think the way the crowd is so behind her, I don't know how good of an idea that is. Yeah. And the crowd would or the audience, whatever, the fans would much rather see her as champion than Nia Jax. I love Nia, but a lot of people don't, and they would rather see Tiffany be champion. So, and that would be a good way to kind of, well, it wouldn't really protect Bayley, because Bayley would lose to Nia.
I mean, if they ended up like a triple threat, like how the men's was, but
yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm just sad for Bayley. They just haven't been putting any effort into her in this championship reign.
But then Nia trying to call out Bayley, saying BBL, girl.
Yeah, what the
no? Bayley's had that cake for years.
Bayley is all natural, okay? Miss Nia Jax.
Like, that was wild. I'm like, girl, you could comment on like so many people's breast implants, but you go for Bayley. Who's natural. I'm just saying. It's the truth. A lot of female wrestlers unfortunately have breast implants. I mean, but if that's how they want to live their lives,
by all means.
But I am just constantly worried about them in terms of popping. So like with Eva Marie. Shout out to her. We haven't said anything bad about her in a while.
Trey, BBL means Brazilian butt lift.
Yes. It's a fake butt. Basically,
we're a very educational podcast.
British butt lift. That'd be
Cap.
I won't say what I'm saying. Anyway. I was gonna say something, but I won't.
Oh boy.
But last but not least, guys, I'm gonna cry. My girl Alexa Bliss is back training.
Oh yeah.
I'm so excited. She's been working out. She's been training, doing her finisher. I am so ready for Alexa Bliss to return. I don't know when it's happening, but she's coming. I think that might be too soon. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Because if she just now is like training, I mean, actually, we don't know how long she's been training, but she's just started posting about it. So it could be SummerSlam. It could be Royal Rumble. I can't talk. Royal Rumble if they want to wait that long. Ooh, I know my boy Anthony. We're ready. We're ready for Alexa to come back.
I agree with Cab. I don't care unless she's the goddess.
Let's hope so, because I need the goddess of WWE back,
or at least something very similar to that. Yeah. But like, I'm done with the creepy crap. Let's whatever.
Yeah, because I need merch that's not Lily.
Oh my
What?
We were in the
What if she comes back
trenches.
as Lily? Stop,
No.
I can't. No.
No, I don't care. No.
Well, we're just gonna have to wait and see. But if you guys haven't seen the videos of her training, she's there, and I'm gonna
She is.
cry as soon as I see her. And just really quick on that, for people who think that it's dumb to cry about wrestling,
Ugh.
just go away. I can cry if I want to, and I cry a lot. So
Me too.
let me be.
I have a video of me crying my eyes out about Randy Orton coming back that is at 2.5 million views. And
Didn't
I
give you a lot of crap too?
I got some of the most heinous comments I have ever gotten in my life, to the point where I almost disabled the comments because it's just a video of me being
Aw,
happy and people are
yeah.
telling me to not exist anymore over it. So love
Yikes.
that. But at the same time, it's at 2 billion views. So
Yeah. So whatever.
kiss my
So
bum.
who's winning in the end?
Me, the fuck, like that's my best video.
No, but like I cried when Naomi returned. I
Oh my
cried
God,
when
me too.
Liv returned. I cried when Bailey won the Royal Rumble. I cried
Oh,
3
yeah.
times that night.
I cried my eyes out when Cody won. Oh my God.
That
Like,
was my favorite women's Royal Rumble to date.
that was
like,
a really good rumble.
I cried. I cried
It's
endlessly.
really good. I cried when Kofi lost against Brock. Oh my God.
Stop. Don't even bring that up. Can't.
I just don't
That
want
was
to
a
talk
sad
about that.
day.
I actually
Yeah.
watched that. Funny you mentioned that, Cap. I watched that video the other day and I was like, I cannot believe they did that.
Did see
Oh, yeah.
this.
Rascals on
Rascals
NXT.
on
That was
NXT.
crazy.
I love their merch so much.
Yeah.
I want one of their t-shirts with just a little
They're killing it. I love that. Yes,
Yeah.
people did. People are crazy, Eric. You know that.
Yeah.
People are crazy.
Well, speaking of crazy, let's get to these hot takes.
I'm excited. All right, let's bring
Y'all like that
these
segue? I thought that was good.
up. We're just gonna, well, we're not gonna go random because otherwise I'll lose track. So these are
Yeah.
these
just
are
go in order of
from
what you have.
yeah, these are from, I posted a video on TikTok on my TikTok page. So these are from the comments of that video. And then also there are some tweets that I included. So let's get started. First one is from
I'm excited.
Wrestling Humor on Twitter. Liv and Rhea is a better story than Drew and Punk because Liv and Rhea have a backstory where Drew and Punk are just two men who hate each other. By the way, I'm not trying to say that Drew Punk story is bad. It's great. This is interesting.
Wow. Yeah. This is interesting.
I kind of agree.
I think here's the thing. I think it's more entertaining. That the Liv and Rhea stuff is more entertaining. But I think the Drew and Punk stuff has just that more of that real feeling to where you wonder, like, okay, do they actually hate each other, or are they really good at pretending? Like, because in no world do I believe that Liv and Rhea hate each other. You know what I mean?
No, definitely not.
In real life. So yes, this story is more entertaining because it's a lot of shock value with Liv and Dom, but I think the Drew and Punk story has more depth.
That's very true, because I do genuinely feel like I feel like, you know, backstage maybe they're like, hey, what's up, man? But I definitely don't think they like each other, considering all of Punk's history. There's a lot of people backstage that don't really like him. I agree. I think you're right. It's definitely, Liv and Rhea is much more, it's got more of an entertainment factor because we're just like, oh my God, Liv and Dom, what's gonna happen? But these two, the Drew Punk thing, it's I need them to jazz it up a bit because right now it's just Punk costing Drew every single time.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm over it.
But this is a good take. And I agree. Both of these stories are a lot of fun. They're very entertaining. And I agree. Drew and Punk does need a stipulation or something.
Yeah, for sure.
So how
Maybe
should we like
maybe like, you know, whoever loses leaves and then CM Punk loses. I'm just saying.
Punk's not going anywhere. You best get used to his face. Should we rate the hot takes or just say that we like agree or disagree and like
I mean, I think we just agree or disagree or just give our thoughts and then
I guess I'm gonna have to go and disagree with this one, but I get where they're coming from.
Or maybe we should say either it is a hot take or it isn't.
Okay, yeah. Let's do that.
I think this is a hot take.
Yeah, I think so. But thank you, Wrestling Humor, for
Thank you.
contributing. Next. Seth Rollins. This is from TikTok, one of my mutuals, Augie. Seth Rollins is better than Roman Reigns, both currently and all time.
Damn. Wow. Here's the thing. Do I like Seth more than Roman? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is he better than Roman in the ring? Probably. But they also have different styles.
The answer is yes.
But Roman is being regarded as one of the greatest of all time. So I don't know.
I'm going to have to agree with this full on. I think that Roman's in-ring work could never compare to Seth's catalog. I just don't think so. Seth is absolutely phenomenal. If we're talking about let's pretend we're talking about solely in-ring work for a second. Okay. Seth wipes the floor with Roman Reigns.
Then yes, I agree.
Point blank period. But if we're talking like all together, then it's hard because obviously this tribal chief character is completely goated, whether we like him or not. But if the full package of a wrestler, I do think Seth is better.
So you don't think this is a hot take?
I think it's a hot take. I just agree with it. Because
I think this is definitely a hot take, and I feel like a lot of people would not like it.
I just like Seth is way more consistent than Roman. He's way more hardworking than Roman. Sorry. He was a much better champion. He's just better. Well,
thank you, Augie Burnett, for that.
Yes, amen. I wonder if there's a way I can do it where I can just bring them on immediately instead of
having to go back and forth.
I don't think I can. Okay, whatever.
No, that's fine. Whatever.
From Dre, Dakota Kai is underrated.
I don't think this is a hot take. I think this is how we all feel, no?
Yeah, I think she is.
Like, some people think she's bad, but like they're the minority, I feel.
I don't think she's bad. I just don't think she's one of the best. But that's not an insult, you know? Like some of them there are women wrestlers who are the best for a reason. Not everyone can be the best.
I mean, like, didn't she like run NXT for a while in the women's division?
Dakota Kai?
Yeah. Did she not? Was she not on like everything?
I mean, she was definitely one of their main girls, but
yeah.
I do think they fumbled by not giving her a run with the NXT Women's Championship. I was very surprised.
Did they not?
Nope.
Oh. Did not know.
I was very, very, very shocked when she didn't beat Raquel. At the time, I was really happy because I was a huge Raquel fan. I still like Raquel, just not as a huge fan anymore. But yeah, I completely agree with this. I don't think it's a hot take because I think most people agree with this. Would like to see Dakota as a mid-card champ would be amazing, and I really hope that happens for her at some point.
Yeah, I would love that for her.
So that's pretty easy agree.
That's a normal take. I don't think that's a hot take.
Is this the one we already? Okay, yeah. Just making sure.
Hello.
I just wanted to make sure. Okay. From Fawaz, the current Bloodline story is a bit lackluster right now.
Guys, these are not hot takes. that is just facts.
No, I feel like because there are a lot of people that are so weirdly into this, and I'm like, why? Like,
yeah, and people are really liking the SummerSlam poster, and I'm like, okay.
It doesn't feel like summer. It's not summery.
But when did SummerSlam just turn into let's just have cars and do Fast and Furious? When did that leave that for Fastlane when we had that?
Like when did SummerSlam turn into we're in a race car in the back alley?
That's what I'm saying.
Right. Like what? It's just this storyline is extremely lackluster because there's no Roman Reigns. And we need Roman Reigns.
So this is not a hot take. Again, sorry.
But I agree with this, nonetheless.
Yes.
Agreed. God, I'm gonna have to keep count. Nope. I hate StreamYard. I'm sorry.
I know, but it is what it is.
They getting something to eat in the poster. What are they? Oh,
they're going to McDonald's.
They probably are. Oh, my bad.
Not a good lord.
I know. I'm sorry. Okay.
Okay.
The Cody, this is from Naeem. We might butcher some of these names. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Naeem. Cody's title run is kind of boring right now. I want Cody versus Randy Orton feud. I'm tired of the Bloodline story. I agree with half of this. I'm also tired of Cody being involved in the Bloodline, and that's why it's not like super interesting.
I was more interested in the Cody and AJ Styles storyline.
Oh, for sure. So that's why it's like, Cody beat Roman Reigns. Why are we now like it feels like he's taking a step down.
It feels like they're just biding their time until SummerSlam.
Yeah, and like that main event is just a setup for Roman to come back. I feel like we all know that.
I don't want it to main event. To be totally honest, I don't want Cody versus Solo to main event. I don't.
It's probably going to.
Yeah, I mean, Cody is a great champion, and he is a credible champion. But just this Bloodline story with Cody specifically needs to end.
Yeah, we're tired. Like,
we're
he
done.
went through so much with them.
2 years.
2 years just to get that second match with Roman. Forget about winning. He went through so much just to get that match, and then he won, and yet we're still doing this.
Yeah.
Solo is just not good enough to wrestle Cody Rhodes. I'm so sorry.
Like, just because he beat John Cena, guess what? Also, a lot of people did.
So did Austin Theory, and like, hello. Yeah. So I think I'm going to say this is a hot take just because they said that Cody's title run is kind of boring. But I get where they're coming from. They're tired of the Bloodline shit.
I think this is a lukewarm take.
A lukewarm take. Okay. Thank you. I'm going to keep track of the image number so that I know what's next. Okay, this is from my girl, Emily Saxton. Shout out to her.
Okay, check mark.
I know, right? Verified queen. She says, no matter who wins the WWE Women's Championship at SummerSlam, we should see a successful Money in the Bank cash-in for Tiffany Stratton. Interesting.
I don't think this is a hot take. I think a lot of people want a successful cash-in for Tiffany because she's just champion material. She just is. Yeah. But I feel like a lot of people want her to fail just so that we do have that first failed women's cash-in.
But why do we have to have a failed cash-in? Like,
I agree. I 100% agree with you. I don't think we need whatever. Let's not have the women have losing cash-ins. But they've set the precedent with the men that sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And so now people are just waiting for a woman to lose.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see who. I mean, I personally think Nikki ASH should have been the first to fail. That way we could have just gotten that out of the way because she was only champion for like 30 days before losing it to Charlotte Flair.
Not even that, really, was it?
I think it was like 31 days, maybe. It was literally like a month because she won it at like the day. She won it the Raw after Money in the Bank, and then she dropped it at SummerSlam. So, I mean, maybe Emily is like saying that this is a hot take just because it's like, I don't care who wins. Tiffany should be champion. Which could be a hot take if you're like, I really want Bayley to hold on to the title.
Yeah, I guess that's valid.
I'm gonna go with this is not a hot take, but I kind of agree with her. Like I would like to see Tiffany as champion.
I still want Bayley to win though.
I know. That's why I'm like so torn. That's why SummerSlam just better wipe Money in the Bank out of the water because that was some underwhelming shit. Thank you, Emily, for submitting your take. Crap, I forgot.
I feel like though, if Nia loses, then the Queen of the Ring tournament was kind of for nothing. So we'll see what happens.
Same with Gunther, though.
I mean, yeah.
This is interesting. This is from my TikTok section. Incredible78 says, Dave Meltzer will be the reason AEW fails.
Okay. Number one, I think that's giving that man way too much credit.
Definitely.
Number two, I could kind of see it, though, because I feel like he boosts their ratings so high that Tony's like, we're doing great. And then in reality, they're not doing great. And Dave is just up Tony's you know what. So I don't know.
Like also with the star ratings, like the way he's so biased, like
it's so evident.
It's not, that is a terrible, that's like the number one rule of journalism is you have to be unbiased. and he is the most biased. He's blocked me on Twitter, so he's blocked all my accounts because I'm always just like, you're a biased piece of shit. Like, you have to like watch. You can't just be like, oh, because Will Ospreay is in this match, it's immediately 7 stars. Like, no,
Yeah,
that's not how that works, sweetheart.
but because we can be biased sometimes, but at least we
Sure.
acknowledge it and we say that we're biased. We like disclaimer it up top when we're saying something. If you're pretending to be neutral and just being a journalist, then come on now.
And we're also not journalists. So,
yeah, we're not
like,
journalists. We're just 2 women who watch wrestling and want to talk about it.
Exactly. So I don't know. I think this is a hot take, but I'm into it. I'm into it.
Yeah, I think it's a hot take too.
It's
I'm
pretty
like,
funny
oh,
too.
okay.
I mean,
yeah,
like,
it's a funny take for sure.
because if WWE had this kind of biased journalism up their behind, like, there would be, oh my god, there would be so much talk about WWE is influencing all. But because it's AEW and they're second tiered, like, nobody really talks about it. So I think people are mostly just fed up with Dave because he's an idiot.
Yeah, why are we still listening to him? How about that?
I don't know. Why does he still have a platform? I don't get it. There are some funny ones in here. I just don't know when they're gonna pop up.
I love
we have Malik.
Malik
With probably the worst take of this episode. Solo right now is top 5 best in WWE. His transformation from WrestleMania to now has been sensational work.
What transformation? Into Roman? That's not a transformation. Malik.
Malik, let's be so for real right now, please. Like,
be so for real. Please tell me you're joking.
NXT Solo is the best. Like, point blank period. NXT Solo is the best Solo Sikoa. Right now, he's just not good.
I mean, I even liked Enforcer Solo. I thought they were building him to be strong and, destroy everybody. But him just becoming Roman is not really a transformation. It's just copying somebody.
He's just a carbon copy, dude. Like,
But thank you, Trey. Thank you, Cap, for agreeing with us.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say that Solo's like the worst, but top 5 best in WWE right now?
Bro, I can name 5 better right now.
Let's do it right now. Cody Rhodes, AJ Styles, Damian Priest, Finn Balor, and Dragunov. And how about 6? Gunther. Do we want to go for 7? Trick Williams. Like,
and as far as like transformations, Liv has had a huge one. Like, she went from people not even noticing her to now you can't stop seeing her.
Yeah.
So sorry, Malik. Love you, brother, but no.
KD says we just putting anybody in top 5. Literally, like,
that's a hot take though. That's hot.
I miss NXT Solo because that was elite. Now let's move on because that was crazy talk. It's from another one of my mutuals, Caitlin at Oblivion Heel. Another one about Solo, one that I can agree with. Solo Sikoa is being pushed to the moon, but his delivery is subpar and forced.
Yep.
And then there's a fun
super forced.
His delivery is extremely subpar. He's like, why am I supposed to care?
Well, that, like, especially on SmackDown when he told the city, like, I don't remember what city they were in, when he said acknowledge me, I'm like, really you're just like, you're just doing the same delivery as Roman. And I get it, some people think that's the point, that he's just trying to be Roman, but like, I don't like it. And I don't care. I don't like it.
It's like, I hate to use this word because we wrestling fans use this word so much, but he has no aura. None. At least Roman did, and when he said acknowledge me, the whole place would go crazy, would light up and go on fire. But Solo says it and everyone's like, is it time to go to the bathroom? Like,
and to answer Trey's question, how exactly is Solo being pushed? Because he now has a title match with Cody. What do you mean?
Unfortunately, yeah. And he's the leader of the budget line, the tribal Timu, and it's just embarrassing. Like, I'm embarrassed for him.
I just feel bad for him that he can't like be his own person. He just has to be Roman.
Because Jacob Fatu has barely been in WWE and he's already outshining Solo.
Dude, maximum aura.
Maximum aura. He's already outshining the hell out of Solo, and it's embarrassing. Like, not for Jacob, but, you know, I know you hate that word, Cap, but I had
Sorry,
to
Cap.
use it. But I'm going to agree with this.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a hot take. I think a lot of us can agree with this.
Yep.
But thank you, Caitlin. I completely agree and acknowledge your take. I just wanted to include this because it made me laugh. This made me laugh really hard. Mansoor says, I'm a better wrestler than Jey Uso.
So if this was the real Mansoor, there could be a debate, but I love this though. You know what? We love a confident king.
Yes. This is not a hot take. I'm gonna agree.
Girl, that's a hot take. That's the floor is lava take.
This made me laugh though, and I wanted to show my appreciation for it.
That's funny.
By including in this video. Thank you, Mansoor. And
I love the real Mansoor. He's killing it right now.
Amen. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Our mutual Hopes Division, Alyssa. Yes. She says Rhea Ripley's title reign was stale.
I know that you agree with this. I don't 100% agree. I think she was just super dominant, and that was the point. I think the only problem is that her entire life revolved around the Judgment Day instead of her own stuff. But so that's the problem. So, but I don't think that's a hot take, because I feel like we all feel this way, or at least a lot of people do. I'm on the fence. The problem with Rhea's title is that, she wasn't defending as much as she should, and then when she did defend, the matches were not there. Like when she defended against Zelina, that match should have been way longer, and it wasn't. Her match against I understand, and I'm not blaming Rhea for this because again, she doesn't control her booking. So let me preface that. Her match, I think it was it Night of Champions or Crown Jewel? I think it was Crown Jewel against Natalya. Well, thankfully they did a rematch on Raw after that, and it banged. But like I think they cut it because I don't know, Roman had to take another 20 minutes to walk to the ring or something. But that was frustrating. Her match against Nia was very memorable for me. I really loved it. And then her match against who did she defended against Zoe or something, right? At Survivor Series. The fact that we can't remember says a lot. Yeah, that says a lot. But I'm also really bad with remembering pay-per-view matches in general, so fair. I'm not like Ant. Her reign, that's why I don't want her to get the title back. Oh, it was Night of Champions. Okay. That's why I don't want her to get the title back from Liv, because if we're just going to have another stale reign where she's just walking around saying mommy's on top, but you're never really backing that up, what's the point? But I think now she would, because I think she's distancing herself from Judgment Day. I mean, we'll see. She's definitely going to get the title back at some point. I just hope that when she does, we get the reign that we should have had the first time. Is that Yoda? Yeah, sorry guys. Paul's not home, so Yoda's out here with me. What up, Yoda? Shout out to Yoda. I think this is a hot take. He wants to play. Oh, I think this is a hot take, but I agree with it. That's fair. Boy, chill out. Excited. Go lay down. Next up. I mean, this is from E. I mean, yeah, that's Logan not Paul's title. Been one of the worst, and it has 3 likes, so we already know. Yeah, that is not a hot take, and we have been very adamant with how we feel about this. The man's never here. Like, I'm so ready for him to lose the title to LA Knight, because at least I know that LA Knight will be there every week. Yeah. There was one that I didn't include in this video, but it was but it said something. I can pull it up on my phone right now. Because it basically said this, but something a little more in depth. Give me 1 second. By the way, your response to his tweet about his mom, or like his quote. I ate that. Okay, I can't find it. But it said something like, Logan Paul's reign is exactly what everybody criticized Roman Reigns' reign for being. And we criticized both of them at the same time.
We definitely did, but a lot of people didn't. And now I
Yeah.
think it's funny that Roman Reigns fans are really harping on Logan, which by all means, but it's like, look, the call is coming from inside the house.
Yeah.
Because I mean, by all means, Roman's reign, no pun intended, was 10 million times better. Because at least, when he wasn't defending, he would at least show up and give a great promo, further whatever storyline he was currently in. Logan is just giving us absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing. And
also, why was he in the Money in the Bank qualifier matches? That was so dumb.
I don't know, but LA Knight beat him, and I loved that so much. So that title
we
is
look
coming
forward
off.
to SummerSlam.
Yes, get the title off that blonde YouTuber bitch.
That's a t-shirt.
That is a t-shirt. Our next one is from Toblerone, one of my awesome followers. Shout out to you. Drew McIntyre winning Money in the Bank was the right decision because everyone else involved would mean either taking a risk or detracting from their current storyline.
Some of those people don't even have storylines, though, so at least this would have gave them something to do.
That's true.
Like, Andrade doesn't really have a storyline going on. He could have been Mr. Money in the Bank. Obviously, LA Knight didn't need it because he's going into this program with Logan. Carmelo doesn't have anything going on, really. Like, now he's, for some reason, in a feud with Andrade. And I'm like...
I mean, at least they're giving him something.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, so... And I think this is a hot take.
I think it is, too. It just kind of sucked that the men's Money in the Bank. Like, now we just have to wait a whole year again to get any kind of storyline with that. I do think it was kind of a waste. Nothing can convince me Money Bank was wasted. All right, Cap is very confident.
Well,
in his
okay.
But I kind of get what Toblerone is saying here because it's like, it could have gone bad for anybody else, so it might as well just be put in to further this storyline. I still don't think Jay should have won because he's just not good enough to be world champion. I'm so sorry. That's
well, I disagree with that. But also, like, with taking a risk, that part, I don't see anything wrong with that because I think that's better to take a risk than to just be predictable.
That's very fair. Very fair. Yeah.
And thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
But thank you, Toblerone. I liked this take. I think it sparks a good conversation. But yeah, the Money in the Bank was just kind of crazy this year. We got one from Ethan. I picked this out just for you. He says, CM Punk is the most over wrestler ever. No matter the company hurt or not, he is extremely over amongst fans.
I feel like people just like chanting his name just for shits and gigs. Like, I don't think it's because they all actually like him. Like, I'm just saying. And I know that they've literally been cheering his name since he left. Like, I remember going to live shows and people would chant CM Punk for no reason when he clearly wasn't there. And it's
kind of proving Ethan's point here, girl.
But I just think they just like to do it just to do it. It's not necessarily like, it's like how people would do John Cena sucks, even though they didn't actually think that. Like, they just did it because it was what you did. True. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he's the most over wrestler ever. I feel like that goes to John or Stone Cold.
I don't think he's the most over wrestler ever either. I think he's one of the most over right now. But is he extremely over with fans? Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's pretty evident right now.
Yeah. No matter the company hurt or not. I think he meant to say like referring to AEW, who is still very much in, crying in their diapers about him leaving and such. Which has really hurt their program. Maybe that's a topic for another day, but
I think this is a hot take.
This is definitely a hot take. I don't know. One of the most over ever? Maybe. I don't know. He's certainly
definitely not the most, but he's definitely over right now.
He is definitely a hot topic. Here's one from Broken Rebel Dreams. Liv's title reign is better than Rhea's title reign. This is just facts.
But I don't think that's fair because Liv hasn't been champion for that long.
But she's already doing better.
Well, she's defended against Zelina. Who else has she defended against?
Well, you know,
I'll wait. You know I love her, but I'm just saying.
but Rhea was champ for like almost a year, and she didn't have that many titles. Like how many? Like 6 or 7, maybe, if that.
Yeah, I think Liv has the potential to have a better title reign than Rhea, but we're so early, and also we don't know how much longer she's going to have the title. So she might not even get the chance to have a better title reign. So I think this is a hot take, because saying that it's already better and she's only defended it like once or twice, that's crazy.
She did defend against Becky too. I forgot about that.
Did they have a rematch?
The steel cage, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, maybe it's not better, but I will say, if we were to rephrase this, Broken Rebel Dreams, I would say it's already more interesting.
Okay. That's fair.
I think that is fair. But I liked this take, and I mean,
I'm
loving
love
Liv
that.
as champion. Yeah. Yeah.
I
forgot about
Liv
that
with
match
a
with
title.
Becky though. Crap. Okay, this is from our very special friend TJ Gatsby. I knew you would love this one. Very hot, possibly. There is no women's evolution or anything without Stephanie McMahon.
I mean, that's just facts.
Yeah.
That's just facts on facts.
Yeah.
Like, and if someone thinks this is a hot take, where have you been? Literally, Stephanie McMahon, if she would not have been in the company at all, like, the trajectory of the Divas division and then to the women's division would not have been, it would not have been done well.
No.
I think she was a real advocate for the women, especially when it came to changing the Divas title to the women's title. So,
yeah,
like, she was a huge part of that, and she was a huge part of a lot of those women's success. So, I don't think this is a hot take, and I absolutely agree.
Definitely not a hot take, but I agree with it, and I respect it, and I love it. Thank you, Stephanie McMahon, because I don't think
we'd be... TJ.
Yes, thank you. Salute. I don't think we'd be where we are in women's wrestling if it wasn't for her. So,
I mean, obviously, in all of the other women and divas along the way, but
yeah, we have about 4 more. I think we can get through the rest of these. I think we can.
We can rapid fire.
We got my girl Lee. Shout out to her. Love her so much. She did spell tribal wrong, but it's all good. She said the big dog gimmick is better than the tribal chief gimmick.
In what world, girly pop? In what world?
I mean, everybody has their preference, right?
I couldn't stand the big dog.
I hated it a lot. This might be the biggest hot take of our episode.
Honestly, it might.
But you know what?
Besides Malik's.
Yeah, okay, yeah, Malik's is worse. I'm sorry. But you know what? I love her confidence. I love that she loved the big dog gimmick. You know what?
I love the pink heart at the end.
Yes. Queen. We worship her. I would love to speak to her and like understand why she thinks this though, genuinely. Yeah. Like I wonder what exactly of that gimmick she really enjoyed. Maybe she just prefers Roman as a face. I don't know.
I mean, maybe, which he will be coming back as for sure.
He'll just be the face tribal chief instead of the heel tribal chief. But yeah, this was funny. So love you, girl. Love you so much.
Definitely a hot take because I know a lot of people love tribal chief.
Yes. This is from our very own Cap, who's with us today. And he says Charlotte Flair wouldn't be as successful as she is if Ricky Dickie Flair was not her father.
Cap. Here's the thing. I don't think she would have been in wrestling if Ric Flair wasn't her father, because she didn't even want that initially. She was living her life, but then she decided to give it a try, realized she was really good at it, and she's just naturally talented at it. So I think she was going to be successful regardless. Do I think it helped her career? Yeah, because, I mean, we see with the bloodline nepotism at its finest.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I agree. And I feel like it is a hot take. It's spicy. It's a spicy take.
Charlotte is WWE's resident Nepo baby.
No, it's the bloodline now.
Okay, now they
have taken that spot.
But when it comes to the women, she for sure. Like, there's just
Yeah.
no. I miss Charlotte. Can we talk about that? I miss her.
Okay, you guys didn't hear it from me, but I miss her too.
Oh, wow.
And not because I want her back in the title picture or anything, because
No.
please, Lord, no.
No.
But I miss her impact on the division, because
yeah.
anybody who got in the ring with her, you're gonna get talked about. And I want more women to get talked about. Like, I don't want to talk about her match with Shotzi because that was a train wreck. But
oh my God.
like, she makes the division better because everybody works harder to have a match with her.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's a hot take, but
no, can you imagine that, like, if she comes back and they just give her one of the mid-card titles, inaugural?
I can't.
No, I hope WWE is not watching this. Don't get any ideas. Don't get any. We don't want it.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I feel like in wrestling, nepotism is always going to be a thing, especially now, because for a lot of people that is their family legacy. Like for the Samoan dynasty, this is their legacy.
Mm-hmm.
For Rick and Charlotte, like, I don't think Charlotte's ever going to have children, but if she did, they would most likely be a wrestler. Like, yeah. And then with The Rock, his daughter Ava is in NXT. She's the GM. Is she like injured, or is she just stopped wrestling? Like,
no,
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe she just doesn't want to wrestle. I don't know.
Maybe she just decided that wrestling wasn't her thing, but she's killing it as GM though.
She's such a good GM, but when she had her few matches, she definitely was not very good. Maybe this is just a role that she prefers, but she's nailing it. I absolutely love her. So yeah, I think it suits her better.
And like, Natty is technically a nepo baby, but like, she worked her ass off. So I think
she re-signed.
Yes.
Thank God.
That's what I'm saying. This week was such a good week in women's wrestling.
Yeah.
Snaps all around for women's wrestling this week.
I was so scared she was about to go to AEW when Miss Mercedes cut that little promo. Talk about how she's the boat.
I mean, Natty is the boat. Let's just be real.
Amen. But I like this, Cap. You have a way with words, shall we say? And I think we have two more.
Two more?
This is from Michaela from the If the Ropes Could Talk podcast. Shout out to her.
Love that. Okay.
Yes. And she says, Rhea doesn't need to win the feud in the end, and Liv should, because it will launch Liv to even more stardom and really solidify her as a top star. I agree with this.
I agree also, and I feel like this is definitely a hot take, because I feel like a lot of people want Rhea to win.
I think Rhea will probably win, like, at Bad Blood, if they do that. I think if they do Liv and Rhea at SummerSlam, Liv will retain, and then she'll drop the title back to Rhea, and then prayer she finds her way back and gets to Rhea at WrestleMania or something and gets the title back there. But I agree, Rhea is probably the most over woman in the WWE right now.
Yeah.
I don't think she needs to squash the uprising stardom that Liv Morgan is gaining right now.
Yeah, I mean, what I would like to see is Dom cost Rhea the match at SummerSlam. Rhea wins at Bad Blood, and then either Rumble or WrestleMania next year, Liv gets her WrestleMania win, and we'll just all be happy, and it'll be sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah, that way I feel like everybody wins. Like Rhea gets another chance with the title that she never lost, and Liv is a star and finally has her WrestleMania moment, and just that big, really big moment. Obviously, she's had big moments in her career, but that WrestleMania moment she's never had one. That would be the biggest one. So I think she deserves that. I love this take. This is great.
If Liv wins the Rumble and finally isn't runner up,
that's the thing. Like, she's been runner up, what, 2-3 times?
Wait. I think this is the third time, maybe.
Jesus, man.
I could be wrong. It's either twice or 3 times. Regardless, too many.
Too many. Give her the win, like, at this point, you know?
Oh, wait. I think it's only 2, because I think I'm thinking of the Battle Royal where she was runner-up to Becky.
Oh, okay. So it was 2 times. Okay,
so
cool.
2-time Royal Rumble runner-up, and then the Battle Royal.
2 times, too many. It's ridiculous.
Yep. So actually, okay, so Rhea wins at Bad Blood, and then Liv wins the Royal Rumble, and then wins at WrestleMania.
Yes, that is the agenda. That's what I want.
Triple H, hire me. I'm not working right now.
Triple H, please listen to us, okay? This is your moment. And the last one, which I don't remember what it is.
Ooh, love that.
Oh, I thought we should end on a controversial note. Raheem says Becky Lynch has the ability to draw over any women's wrestler in history.
Okay, this might be a dumb question, but what is this saying?
He's basically saying that out of every female wrestler in the world, Becky Lynch draws the most and the best. Like, she's the best draw out of any women's wrestler ever.
Got it.
This is no. No.
I think Charlotte draws more than her.
Becky's up there though.
I think Bianca is definitely in the conversation. Rhea is definitely in the conversation. So I don't know if she's up there. I don't know if she's like the biggest draw. But can we talk about her being in Japan and absolutely slaying?
Marigold, yes, and she won.
But anyway, yeah, so I disagree with this, and it's a hot take.
It's definitely a hot take. Over any women's wrestler in history, like over Trish Stratus, over Lita, over Charlotte, like I would say Becky is, if not top 5, top 10. I'd probably put her in top 5, to be honest.
For being the biggest draw, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But like over any women's wrestler, I don't think so. But thank you for your take. 3 people agreed though. 3 people liked it, so there you go.
Yeah. Thank you guys for sending in those hot takes.
That was fun. We definitely need to do a part 2 because we got a lot. To be honest with you guys, we got about like 50 something submissions.
So we can definitely do a part 2 at some point.
Yes.
And then, so we have 2 weeks until predictions.
Oh wow!
So I know, because for once it's like
we actually have to think of something.
Yeah, we actually have time to breathe. Triple H.
I'm so used to it just being laid out for us, like predictions review. Review.
Yeah, but like that gets boring after a while. It gets stale. We want to give you guys fresh content.
Yes. So we will discuss what we're doing next week because I don't know.
But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for almost 600 subscribers. Hopefully by next week we will be at 600 subscribers. Make sure to follow us on TikTok, X, Instagram, all that good stuff. We post, we post a fair amount on most of those things. Yeah. TikTok, it's kind of sometimes, but Instagram and X, we tweet a lot. So, or why do I keep saying tweet? I don't know.
This is a safe space, Mary. You can say Twitter. Elon's not gonna hurt you.
Bruh, I don't know. Anyway, thank you guys so much, and we'll see you next Sunday.
Logan Paul sucks.
Oh, you beat me too. I was gonna say any final words.
I know. I almost forgot, and I just had to blurt it out.
We'll say it again.
Logan Paul is trash. Yeah.